I'm not going to have an orgasm. I'm just going to chill.
Have an orgasm.
And be okay.
And have breakouts on my face.
And have breakouts. And until she finds a new way to orgasm.
Well, see, this is the thing. Behind the scenes, what she was talking to us about. Mm-hmm. Can I say it, Z?
I don't know what we're talking about.
The type of relationship that you would like.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so this is a woman who's practicing celibacy. So when she's no longer doing this, she prefers polyamorous relationships. That's what she prefers.
She would like to do those things. I don't know. I don't know how is that gonna work out for you, sweetheart?
Now I have no idea. I'm still trying to figure it all out.
Well, I'm sure
maybe I'll take
someone's
this
listening.
time to map out that plan.
I thought she was about to say I would take time to masturbate on that plan. You thought that too? Okay, I thought I was the only one.
Add that onto the pile.
I thought I was the only one that heard that.
No, I heard it too.
I'm surprised we didn't get any phone calls. People scared to call in. Y'all would have been able to listen to yourselves. It's okay though.
But see, talking about you wanting to try poly relationships, what brought you to that
conclusion?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would say around 2009, 2008. I was ending a relationship that was like a 2-year relationship. Again, another situation where I just didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't want to do the typical monogamy thing. I was like, there has to be something different. Okay. So I didn't know at the time what polyamory was. But I knew that what I was doing, I didn't want to do.
Okay.
And so I went online. I'm like, you can find everything online. So what might that be? And so I started to look around, and that's when I came across polyamory. And I started to read about it. And it is basically the practice of dating multiple people with the intention or the possibility of either falling for them or loving them at some point in time, not surrounding sex. Sex may or may not be a part of these different relationships, but it's more so about creating a connection, whether that's spiritual, whether it's sexual, whether it's, very intimate without sexual or intimate with, it can be a whole bunch of different dynamics, however you choose to set it up. Mm-hmm. It's very different from open relationships. Open relationships involve you just having sex, and the plan is to not actually have that emotional attachment. So you just want to have sex with people. It should only be physical. Yeah, I don't know how people think that makes any sense. When you have sex with someone, it is a chemical reaction that happens. So it's going to automatically become emotional at some point.
Exactly.
So I don't really get that theory, but whatever. Everybody has their thing. So I was like, that's it. That's me. That makes sense. This makes sense. It's too many people in the world for people to just be with one person. We're the only other kind of mammal out there that actually practices monogamy. Us and birds.
Okay, but now and lobsters, because lobsters only mate with one person.
All right, lobsters. There may be others.
Okay, but my question to you is, earlier you said that you could not make emotional connections with another person. So how is this poly relationships are going to work for you if you cannot attach?
Wait a minute, hold on. Someone said it's a fancy way of saying and having a continuous threesome.
Wow.
Having a what?
A continuous threesome.
You actually don't always have all the people in the same situation at one time. So most of the time you're having relationships with people separately. You're just the only party that is the same within that group of people. So you might be dating 2 or 3 other people, and none of them may ever meet each other. They all know about each other, but they might never ever see each other during the course of your relationships with them separately. So you could have them all in the same bed if they wanted to be, but it's not really the point. Again, it's not about sex. That's an open relationship where you're just screwing people.
Oh,
Stop it.
You say Christian mingles? You going to hell. You are going straight to hell.
You're
How
upset
in
the
God's
Christians
green earth
online.
did you just sit up there and call the Christian mingles? Like,
The religious folk.
well, I can't even say nothing because I'm dating a minister.
Should you be saying that on the air?
Hey, boo thing.
But yeah, so so here's the thing. I haven't technically practiced a polyamorous relationship yet.
Okay.
Because either the people I meet are not attractive, or they are attractive and they're with someone and they're monogamous and they ain't with it.
Mm-hmm.
Or they say they're with it, but they're not really with it. They just, no. They're after a while, they're like, oh, but I thought. It's like, I didn't really ask you to think. I just wanted you to be like a part of the situation that we talked about already.
Ooh. So they not even supposed to be thinking.
I mean, I don't want to say it like that, but just like, this ain't about you thinking that you could have changed something here. We weren't talking about changing each other. We were talking about being with each other to move forward. Whether we change or not was not the discussion. But, you know.
You just want to be in total control of everything.
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 Everything. Everything.
Everything is everything is
So,
everything.
The poly relationship hasn't been successful because you haven't found willing participants and
that I'm attracted to.
That you're attracted
Yes.
to.
Yes.
I know somebody who was in a poly relationship and one of the mates told them, you gotta choose. So
Right. That means you're not really with it. Like, go sit down somewhere.
oh wow. Listen, I ain't
you-
built for that. Because I
You're not built for a trust before tough.
No, sir. I'm a Prius. I'm a little compact piece of car.
Yep,
I can't do it. Listen, my cookie is way too good, and I don't want.
Stop it.
And I don't want you giving away what I done claimed as mine to somebody else. Or are you entertaining another female? Because I'm going to want to cut you. That's just the Dominican
That's
girl
Dominican
in me.
in you.
Yeah, that's the Dominican girl in me. I have to cut you
Or I've
now.
come across that where people are like, no.
Yeah, no.
God
I'm
damn it,
going to
no.
tell you straight off the bat, no. I think you're cute. You're nice to look at. But if I give you my body and you go and you give yourself to somebody else, we got problems.
That's funny.
We have someone saying that they're stingy.
Yeah, I'm stingy as hell. I don't share nicely.
Oh no.
I don't share. I don't know how. My mother didn't teach me.
Hey, Miss Smashy. Miss Smashy said, I think most people aren't into polyamorous relationships, and they're not.
Yeah, no. We're bred for monogamy. That's how we're bred. That's societal standard.
Please don't talk about
So,
bread. I'm hungry.
of course not.
Please don't say nothing about bread.
But even though we are conditioned to be monogamous, I think that you can probably turn someone on into poly relationships, because from the people that I know that are in them, they've been able to turn people onto it. Though
I don't know, but you don't stay there. It's almost like the straight girl who becomes a lesbian to later go back to a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got turned on and maybe turned out for a while. It might have been a couple years.
Someone
But then
says
eventually you're going to
polyamory
go
is
back
innate
to
for
what
many
you
people.
naturally want, which would be a dude. You know what I mean? So the same thing.
It's
you naturally
complicated,
want
yeah.
monogamy deep down, like inside, like your thought process of your perfect relationship is a monogamous one. You're going to eventually get tired of this thing that you call a relationship, because you'll eventually not respect it anymore. You'll eventually not enjoy it. It'll be a turn off at some point, and then you're going to want to go back to what you want, to what you think is ideal. So
me personally, regardless, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. I just know for me, I just want who I want, that person and me, because I feel like being in I'm not speaking up loud enough.
No,
you're not.
Whispering with the sexy voice.
Yeah.
I said.
I understand you gotta be
No, real talk. No, I feel like that when you are, whatever you into is whatever you into, and I feel like if you have consenting adults along with it, then that's fine. I personally would prefer to be with the woman that I'm with, and it just be me and her, because it actually turns me on more when it's just me and her, and we doing what we do, and I'm learning her body, and I'm feeling her the way that I feel her. And okay, I'm done.
Okay.
So I think that, I don't know, I can't assume that people are, polyamorous because they don't know how to commit. I don't want to assume that, because if you because apparently you're committed to being polyamorous,
yeah.
so you're committed. You can be in a committed relationship, like real talk. I think that the polyamorous thing has been around for so long. They just finally came up with a name to bring it. Because you have poly. It's men can't marry more than one woman, and so be one person at a time, whatever. And the polyamorous relationship, you have a man who has, like, they call them sister wives.
Yeah,
but he's sleeping with all of them, and they ain't sleeping with each other. We don't know that, though. I think they
right. We might not know.
Yeah, I had an ex-girlfriend tried to get me talking about could we do poly relationship. I was like, girl, you tried it. Talking about all she needed was one more individual, and we could have been sister wives. You tried it. Ain't no sister wives over here with Majesty. No. We don't do those things.
Many polyamorous people engage in that behavior because they were hurt.
Well, she did
say she was hurt. And the person, I know for a fact, a particular person that was a culprit of that actually kind of pulled her into that polyamorous type of thing. I'm not gonna say nothing else. You'll hear it on the repeat.
On the rebroadcast.
She said, no.
I got a question.
You don't need no answer.
No, I really do got a question.
Okay, what's up?
I'm thirsty. Can I get some water?
You knew that it was going to be some foolery.
Can you stop touching the mic like that?
Like what? Like this?
Yes, because you hear it sounds like your stomach rumbling.
I might be hungry.
Kia, come feed her, please.
Woo! Hey, Kia.
Miss Smashy says she cannot concentrate on more than one lover at a time. Damn.
Yeah, I can't. That's like even serial daters.
I Am King said he need his biggest problem. He needs a spiritual woman that's not needy. Then apparently it's something about you if you keep on picking these needy women. If they're attracted to you, you keep attracting these needy women. That means
you keep
that you
throwing on your cake.
Are needy. Yeah, he put on that cake. Superman.
Super save them.
Or
stop saving them.
I'm Batman.
Yep. Stop saving them chicks. If you stop saving them, then they won't keep coming.
See, I grew up around.
They won't keep coming. Okay.
I grew up around like polygamy being accepted, so I understood that as a thing that was okay. You know what I mean? Like I didn't grow up in a culture where it was like that's terrible. Why would you do that? You know? So polyamory is just an offset to that, really. So I don't really find it a bad thing.
I need to know what what was in the lunchbox.
What you had a lunchbox, Cash?
Somebody said they fed her lunch. I said, what was in the lunchbox?
Who fed you lunch? It was cookies. It was. Oh, Father.
Okay.
Miss Smashy, you're right. Miss Smashy said that if everyone